Water conservation is a must in the desert. Adhering to your assigned landscape watering days is one easy way to use water wisely, avoid overwatering, and reduce water waste. But you can save even more water by monitoring your landscape and fine-tuning seasonal needs. On average, Valley residents use about 70 to 90% of their water outside in a typical month. That means outdoors is also where residents have the greatest potential to conserve water. In March and April, both sprinkler and drip watering are limited to 3 assigned days a week, according to your watering group. Properties in groups A, C, and E can water on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Properties in groups B, D, and F can water on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Watering on Sunday is not permitted for any group. If you don't know your assigned watering group, simply look on your water bill, call your water provider, or visit snwa.com for help. Turf watered by sprinklers and plants and trees watered by drip emitters have different needs, so let's focus first on sprinklers. Check your irrigation clock first to ensure sprinklers are running only on your assigned spring days. Next, set your irrigation controller's start times to run sprinkler cycles in early morning. Water applied in the morning packs more of a punch since it won't evaporate under peak daytime temperatures or get swept away by afternoon winds. Another key to efficient lawn watering is spacing sprinkler cycles over a few hours to ensure your turf doesn't get more than it can possibly drink.
Instead of running your sprinkler system for one long cycle of 10 to 12 minutes, it's better to use the cycle and soak method, which breaks up that time into 3 shorter cycles. So for instance, in the spring, you might schedule your sprinklers to run one cycle at 9 a.m., one cycle at 10 a.m., and then the last cycle at 11 a.m., each cycle for about 4 minutes apiece. This allows the water to go through the soil to the root zone, which is healthier for your turf, and it also eliminates runoff, which is water waste.
Many warm season grasses, such as Bermuda, can stay healthy with even less water. Think about testing this on your lawn. If you remove 1 minute from each of your 4-minute sprinkler cycles, you can reduce sprinkler watering by 25%. Water dry spots with a handheld hose and test sprinklers for a minute or 2 after every spring mowing. Look for misaligned sprinkler heads and replace broken parts promptly to avoid water waste. Let's switch gears and talk about drip irrigation. Drip watering is needed less frequently. However, you'll set it to run longer, typically 30 minutes or more once a day. That's because drip irrigation delivers water more slowly and deeply to a plant's root zone, in gallons per hour rather than gallons per minute. Delivered properly, drip irrigation promotes deep roots that provide better anchoring and stability, protection from hot surface temperatures, and a greater amount of nutrients. Drip irrigation is permitted 3 days a week in spring, but established plants often do well with less.
In the springtime, it's still fairly cool, particularly at night. Just because we are allowed to water 3 days a week doesn't necessarily mean that your plants need to be watered 3 days a week. Generally, you can slowly transition from the 1 day a week in wintertime to 2 days and then to 3 days as the weather warms up. Monitor your plants, see how they're doing, but generally 2 days a week through March and early April is just fine for the plants.
Like sprinklers, you should routinely check your drip system to keep your landscape's lifeline in good working condition. Walk through your landscape monthly and look for broken lines or clogged emitter heads. Flush your drip line through the end cap in both spring and fall. What about the needs of newly planted areas? If you've got some spring landscaping projects planned, the key is to think smart from the start. New desert-adapted plants will need extra watering as they get established, which is allowed for the first 30 days under watering restrictions. After that, it's time to taper down.
A new landscape does typically need additional water as it's being established, but after about the first 30 days, you can start thinking about reducing the number of days per week that you're providing water to the plants. So start out with about every other day, monitor your plants for signs of stress like brown or yellowing leaves, but if they appear healthy, you can gradually reduce the number of days per week that you're watering to meet the requirements of the spring watering schedule.
Finally, take 5 minutes for a quick refresher with the heart of your irrigation system, your irrigation clock. Managing your controller is a great way to maximize the efficiency of your outdoor water use. If you have an older controller, consider an upgrade. The SNWA offers a rebate for qualifying smart clocks, which use weather data to assess and apply water only as your landscape needs it. New smart controllers allow you to control your watering needs from the palm of your hand through mobile apps. Visit smwa.com to learn more about WaterSmart controllers and to print the coupon. As you enjoy another mild Las Vegas spring, you can help your landscape do the same. Increase watering gradually and only as needed, no more than your 3 assigned days a week. Reporting for Waterways, I'm Jason Gifford.